right, folks. Thank you. What a joy to be here with you, beautiful queens, today. I chose this song because we all came to, sometimes I have a hard time singing because I get choked up, but we all came to the table on Thanksgiving. And so this song came to mind, for everyone born a place at the table. You may not have heard this one before, some of you probably have. So I was just playing it so it kind of got into your consciousness a little bit there. I could kind of, I could go through it once so that you can hear it if you haven't heard it before. For everyone born a place at the table, for everyone born clean water and bread, a shelter, a space, a safe place for growing, for everyone born a star overhead. And God will delight when we are creators of justice and joy and love, compassion and peace. And God will delight when we are creators of justice and joy. For everyone born, okay, for young and old, for young and for old, a place at the table, a voice to be heard, a part of the song, the hands of a child in hands that are wrinkled, for young and for old, the right to belong. And God will delight when we are creators of justice and joy and love, compassion and peace. And God will delight when we are creators of justice and joy. For everyone born a place at the table, to live without fear and simply to be, to work, to speak out, to witness and worship. For everyone born a right to be free. And God will delight when we are creators of justice and joy and love, compassion and peace. Yes, God will delight when we are creators of justice and joy. Okay, so this is a complete change. This is an old hymn that I grew up with, and I just changed a couple words. I didn't do the thee thous, but we're doing you and your. Okay. Great is your faithfulness, O my Creator. There is no shadow of turning with you. You do not change, your compassion it fails not. As you have been, you forever.
morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Jamaica Wallace. I am a licensed practitioner and your board president. And normally Reverend Steve would be up here welcoming you, but he is on vacation, enjoying a little family holiday with his family down in California. So sending our love to Rev Steve. Hi, Rev. And so this means we actually are very blessed today to have a guest speaker, our very own Deborah Perdue in the house. Excellent day to be here and receive this message today. So let's start by reading our mission statement together, how we always start, which is up on the board. We are a glowing, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. So I have just a few announcements I'm going to go over with everybody. As you know, we started our membership drive about a month ago. And when we set that law into motion by setting our intentions as a community to grow and expand, we now have our demonstration well underway. Nice. Yay. So the board would like to welcome our newest members. And if you're here, if you would like to stand or just raise your hand, we would love to see your faces. But we would like to welcome Linda Mitchell, Samantha Hall, Casey St. James, Barbara Scott, Joy Mirror, Terry Mirror, and Abby Frazier. Nice to have new members, and as new members, you guys are some of the first to get some of the new perks. Yeah, that's right, guys, there's perks. If you are a new member to our center, you will receive a 6-month digital subscription to the Science of Mind magazine. So yeah, so just saying, are you a member? If not, it's easy to become a member. We do have applications available on the back counter, and we also have applications available on our website now. You can fill out that application super easily virtually at grantspasscsl.org. Okay, and shopping, 'tis the season, right? If anybody, do you shop with Amazon? If so, did you know that you can sign up for Smile Amazon, choose Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living as your charity, and we automatically receive money. It costs you absolutely nothing. Just shop through them and we get a check. What is really cool is I want to report, as of September 2022 of this year, our center has received an additional $262 because of this program. So there's a link in our e-news. If you need help with signing up with that, you can find that in the e-news, or you can talk to me and I'd be happy to help you figure that out. Yard cleanup. Thank you to our pot group and our spiritual gardeners. Can we give a big hand? Yard. They showed up this week and came together and just did such a beautiful job for us, and we really appreciate you guys so much. Okay, upcoming events. We've got lots of busy things happening around here. For starters, we love our food and we love fellowship. Two of our favorite things around here. Next Sunday is the first Sunday of the month, so that means it's Potluck Sunday. So be sure to bring your favorite goodie that you want to share and stay after service with everybody and have some food and fellowship. We also have, it is time to decorate our beautiful center. So we're going to do some Christmas decorating. Join us on Thursday, December the 1st at 11 a.m. There is a sign-up sheet available on the back counter, or if you have any questions, you can see Paula Peterson. Come join us and help us decorate. And then we have a really exciting service coming up. We have a Taizé service on December the 7th. That is a Wednesday afternoon, guys, or Wednesday evening between 5 and 6 p.m. And this is a celebration honoring holiday celebrations around the world. Our practitioners, Bucky Dinnerline and Trasia Wiley, will lead a special Taizé service to celebrate the holidays and traditional winter celebrations for many spiritual traditions. All over the world, people come together to share the abundance and beauty of the season and to share the light of love and fellowship. This is a special Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living evening service that will feature readings, music, and chants, prayers, and meditations. Please bring a canned food gift to share with our local food bank, as giving from our abundance is part of the celebration. We look forward to seeing you all there. And we also have 2 soul collage workshops coming up. And if you want more, there's more information about what those are in the e-news. And that is on Saturday, December the 3rd from 11:30 to 3:30. Also on Wednesday, December the 7th from 11:30 to 3:30. The cost is a sliding scale from $30 to $50. Registration is required and space is limited. This event will be held over at the LAC Center, and there are sign-up sheets available on the back counter and flyers for more information, or if you have any questions, you can ask Sam. And then next, we got more. Save the date. I'll Be Home for Christmas holiday party will be happening right here at our Grants Pass Center on Friday evening, December the 16th at 6 p.m. And then we also have a new meditation group, excuse me, starting December the 4th. Actually, we jumped the gun because we were so excited we got over there a little bit today. So a few of us, we already started it. We got the ball rolling. But come and join us. Our practitioners will be offering a 15-minute meditation each Sunday before the service. This is a time to go into the silence and meditate together. It will begin at 9:50 and go till 10:05. So please come and join us. And then last but not least, we still have our metaphysical book study going on. So you can run over here, get in on the book study starting at 9 a.m. That goes till 9:45. Then you can jump over there, get your meditation on, and then you can come over here and get your service on. So we are full of stuff. And right now we are of stuff. Well, we're full of good stuff. We're studying the Living the Science of Mind by Dr. Ernest Holmes right now. So please stand and we will sing We Are One. We are one. We are one.
Good morning. There, can you hear me?
So, check, check.
Oh, yeah, better, maybe.
Oh.
Yes, no, maybe.
Check now.
Okay, well, shouldn't have touched it, my bad. There.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Hi. My name is Treasure Wiley, and I am a practitioner here at the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, and it is my delight and honor to be here with you today to do our invocation and meditation and prepare ourselves, hearts and minds, for the message and music we're about to receive. So we have a few changes in the format, and I'm going to try to stay right on task here. All right, begin as usual by speaking our gratitude. I think. Yep. Okay. Yes, that's what we do. Let's do that first.
So thankful to realize I hold keys to open my heart and feel at home wherever I go. And so it is.
Very nice. As I said, my name is Treasure Wiley, and back there is Jamaica Wallace, another certified practitioner here at the center who is holding the high watch for all of us. And one of the changes that we've made is that now there's an explanation down here at the bottom about how it is you can submit prayer to our center. And on our website, there's actually a form that you can fill out. And so I invite you to explore submitting a prayer, maybe a good prayer. I've had a great day and I'm thankful. So see how it works, and know that when you do that, we're all praying for you for the whole week. But I'm going to forego telling you how it works because you all know that. So I'm here. Although it makes me feel like I've forgotten something. Okay, we're good. We got this. I'm over it. Okay. Will the practitioners that are available after service for a short prayer, please raise your hands. So one of the services that is our joy to offer you is prayer. And so if you need prayer, don't hesitate to go back and ask Jamaica to help you find a practitioner who's available to spend some time, or just grab one of us if we're not busy talking to somebody. We're available here for you. And if you're online, our phone numbers are also listed on here, and we're available for you too. All right. Oh, I love this. I love this. Here's what it says. Practitioners are the healing arm of our center. We are here to help you and serve this center. Our Center for Spiritual Living practitioners are persons of high spiritual consciousness and deep understanding. We are trained in the study of the science of mind and in the art, science, and skill of affirmative prayer. We are dedicated to the cause of helping others. Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living practitioners are licensed to practice professionally and bound by a high code of ethics to respect your privacy. So come and see a practitioner this week if you can. Poinsettias, it must be the holidays. Yes. And who brought these?
Last week.
Last week. And you know they're probably going to be around for a while. So thank you, Cindy. I love that Deborah's such a great draw. Is there anybody here for the very first time? If you're here for the very first time, please hold your hand up because Jamaica's going to bring you a gift, and now she's going to have to run. This is a lot. How fabulous. Thank you. Okay. Be sure and stay afterwards because we'll have a little cake and coffee, and we'd just love to visit with you, maybe crackers and coffee, but we'd love to visit with you anyway. Cell phone reminder, please, if you have stuff that makes noise, turn it down, off. You know, appreciate that very much. And now let's read our prayer. It's up on the screen. It will be. Oh yes. Woo. No, it's okay. I have faith. Here we go. I am to become a spiritual hero. I embrace the truth of who I am. At home in my body, in my mind, and in my heart. I am free in the spirit to love and embody peace. And so it is. Lovely. You wrote that, didn't you? Deborah writes her prayers. Very nice. Oh, Lauren, would you lead us in I am love? You can remain seated, but please just receive this. Let's start with a little invocation, shall we? Just take a moment, take a breath, and just acknowledge the beauty of being here together, right now. What a gift we give each other when we come and share our time. What a gift we receive from this center in our spiritual journey as we walk together and learn and expand and grow. How good it is to be here together as one, with one mind and one accord and one heart. We bless this time. We bless this center with our gifts, our talents, our time, our love, our offering. We know that each person who's come here receives exactly what they need as they come away from our center, fulfilled, satisfied, knowing that this is a good thing. This is good. We bless this good, we release it, we affirm it, and we acknowledge it by saying, and so it is. I have a couple of short readings to share with you this morning before we do our meditation. And I love the way they kind of become a call and response. So this is a prayer. We have a resource for prayers. And this was a Thanksgiving prayer that I finessed a little bit. And I love it. And I just invite you to just be in the prayer mode for this part. Thank you, loving presence, for family and friends who gather in person or in spirit in our homes this holiday season. Thank you, loving presence, for being our inner light, our guiding radiance, our unending source of goodness. Thank you, loving presence, for food, shelter, clothing, and for the abundance we enjoy. Thank you, loving presence, for disturbing us, challenging us, and gently urging us to grow deeper and more whole. Thank you, loving presence, for the amazing gift of our life, for the complexity and beauty of the human person. Thank you, loving presence, for the magnificence of our universe and the nurturing gift of our planet. Thank you, loving presence, for so much more: sleep that restores, prayer that strengthens, friendships that comfort, laughter and releases, tears and healings, hearts and bodies that mend, minds that find meaning, arms that embrace. And almost as a response, Ernest Holmes writes in the introduction to our Science of Mind textbook, "Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and be not afraid. I have left the gate open, and thou art welcome to my home. There is room in my house for all. I have swept the hearth and lighted the fire. The room is warm and cheerful, and you will find comfort and rest within. The table is laid, and the fruits of life are spread before thee. The wine is here also, it sparkles in the light. I have set a chair for you where the sunbeams dance through the shades. Sit and rest and refresh your soul. All is yours, and you are welcome." Again, that's Ernest Holmes. Let's take a moment of silence. And as you take your next breath, affirm within yourself all that we have to be so grateful for in coming home day after day. And so it is. Now, lights up, music up. Let's have a wonderful celebration together. Music, and then Deborah's speech. Talk, share, message, yes.
many ways of being in this circle we call life. A wise man seeks an answer, burns his candle through the night. Is a jewel just a pebble that found a way to shine? Is a hero's blood more righteous than a hobo's sip of wine? Did I speak to you one morning on some distant world away? Did you save me from an arrow? Did you lay me in a grave? Were we brothers on the journey? Did you teach me how to run? Were we broken by the water? Did I light you in the sun? I dreamed you were a prophet in a meadow. I dreamed I was a mountain in the wind. I dreamed you knelt and touched me with a flower. I awoke with this, a flower in my hand. I know that love is seeing all the infinite in one, in the brotherhood of creatures, who the Father, who the Son. Your vision of your goodness will sustain me through the cold. Take my hand now to remember when you find yourself alone, but you're never alone. And the Spirit fills the darkness of the heavens. It fills the endless yearning of the soul. It lives within a star too far to dream of. It lives within each part and is the whole. It's the fire and the wings to fly us home. Fly us home. We are home.
Does this work? Do I need to bring it down at all? Yes. How about this? Yeah? Good morning. Most of you know me, but not everyone knows me. So I'm Deborah Perdue. I'm a licensed practitioner here, and I'm also an author of gratitude journals and books. And both being a practitioner and being a gratitude enthusiast or sharer of gratitude are my callings in life. I really, really love them.
And I'm so grateful and excited to be here and also a tad nervous. So I want to say that I've been in the Science of Mind movement for over 20 years and it has never let me down. I love it so much. And I love this center and all the centers and our philosophy. So I was asked to speak today and here goes. The theme for November has been Living Everyday Wonder, Home. This week's topic is Welcome to Your Dream Home. My talk will be made up of two parts. The first is about a magnificent manifestation in my own life of my dream home. And I'll share about how I prayed and let God figure out the details and how it worked out so beautifully when we moved 6 years ago from Murphy to Green Tree Loop in Grants Pass. And I'll give you tools to manifest your own dream home if you're not already living in it. The second part of this talk is even more important and centers around home is where the heart is. That famous saying, which I found out was coined by Pliny the Elder, who lived in the 1st century AD. I thought that was amazing. I will go into much more about this essential idea later in the talk. We are all on a hero's journey, as Reverend Steve has talked about in the past few weeks. The hero's journey is our journey back to our true selves. I know I certainly have traveled far in my lifetime, confronting metaphorical dragons like addiction, low self-esteem, and fighting to become the authentic me, to live in joy and peace and gratitude as much as I possibly can. Although my journey's not over, I feel like I've experienced a lot more peace of mind, thankfully, and that future struggles will be easier as I've learned to let go, accept what I cannot change, and also importantly, not to cling to what I really like, because life is constantly on the move, change is inevitable. We can't stop it. And I found that out mostly especially when COVID came to be, because I fought it totally, but we have to just accept the changes and go with the flow. And there's been some benefits of the COVID experience, like all the people on Zoom that are here, including my sisters in the Bay Area, California. In the material for this talk, it states, while many of us have a sense of what the home of our dreams might look or feel like, few of us have actually had the experience of living in our ideal home, either in the past or in the present. And I consider myself very fortunate indeed on this score. I grew up in the country. My parents loved the country, even though my dad commuted to San Francisco every day, and I love that. And then most of my life, I have continued to live rurally and have had lovely, comfortable homes in beautiful country, whether surrounded by meadows, oak trees, or forest. In 2016, my husband Peter and I made a momentous decision to move from Murphy, Oregon, because our house was too big for us and also to bring down our mortgage payment. We both loved our home there, but it was time to make a move. We had to sell the home in Murphy, so that began preparations to get it ship-shape. Meanwhile, I began visualizing and praying for our new perfect home each morning in my prayer and meditation time. At first, I dreamed I would like to live right on the river. And then I thought about the flooding and how houses are more expensive, so I nixed that idea. I visualized and prayed every morning for about 6 months about our dream home, feeling how good it would feel to be there. Sometimes I would even catch a glimpse of it. We knew we wanted to stay in Grants Pass and thought we wanted to continue living in the Applegate Valley. Yet while visualizing, as I had been taught through our teachings, I would mentally say this or something better. We ended up moving to the other side of Grants Pass, almost like a different town, which was extra amazing. We looked at many smaller homes. They would get snatched up before we could make an offer. It was a seller's market at that time. And really none were just right anyway. Eventually, I jumped into action when a property came on the market that seemed to fit the bill. I saw the Green Tree Loop house come up on Zillow one night, and I called our real estate person the next morning, and we went to see it that day. There were already cars in the driveway, so I knew other people were already being shown the house. My heart sunk a little because it was an amazing geodesic dome with a gazebo, small pond, and a sweet artist studio that was separate. Wow, I was already in love. We took a tour of the home, and although 1,200 square feet, which was smaller than our previous home, it seemed bigger with high ceilings and 3 stories. We went out to the big wraparound deck with an amazing view, but saw boards over holes all over the deck. So that obviously had to be changed. However, an arrow of love had pierced my heart, and I talked my husband into making an offer that very day. They accepted. I was thrilled. My husband, not so much. The next step was a home inspection, and my heart did sink when we got it. The worst report was that there was water damage in the walls downstairs because the deck had not been built properly. And we already knew the deck needed to be completely redone, and there were other things too. I really had never heard of such a bad home inspection in my life. It would cost $40,000 to fix it all. I was very depressed, and I tossed and turned that night. The next day I had an idea which I presented to Peter. How about if we counteroffer minus the $40,000 for repairs? Peter agreed, and his smile told me he thought they would say no. But guess what? They said yes. We worked out a deal so that when our other house sold, we would pay the rest of them. And then I prayed our other house would sell soon. And in perfect divine right timing, of course it did. The dome home was ours. Thank God for professional movers who brought heavy furniture to each floor and moved my office furniture and computer to the studio. We had a carpenter we trusted who made the big repairs and rebuilt the deck, so the view is stunning and it's amazing. My magnificent manifestation had come to pass. Even though Peter was not so gung-ho about the dome home, he let it happen because he loves me so much and knew how much it meant to me, he told me later. That spring, all kinds of lovely flowers came up to surprise and delight us. It's choking me up. Wisteria, pond lilies like lotus flowers, a pink dogwood tree blossomed in magnificence. We are on a couple of acres adjacent to BLM, so there is beautiful forest to walk in with the dogs. It is perfect. It is my dream home. I have to say that Peter has been unhappy with all the stairs and never stops reminding me of that. But on a good day, I have heard him tell someone that his legs are stronger. He doesn't tell me, he tells other people. And he loves every single day he watches all the wildlife, turkeys, deer, jackrabbits, and busy squirrels. But wait, there's more. Here is an amazing miracle. A few months after we moved in, we found out from a neighbor that all Green Tree residents had a key to a locked gate, which takes us down to the Rogue River. Then we found the key that said river. We have our own private river spot. I remember coming home from the river that first day and was just thinking, thank you, God, you found a way to let us enjoy the river without having us live right on the river. And I laughed. So if you are praying and visualizing for your perfect dream home like I did, whether it is a home to buy or rent, here is my advice. Don't try to micromanage God. In fact, that's a good idea in any circumstance. Keep it purposely not so specific so that even better things transpire as they did in this case. I did have some criteria, but I was open to letting go and letting God. And this is probably the most important thing. Feel the feeling of living in your dream home. In our prayer time as metaphysicians, it is stressed in our teachings that the feeling more than the words help things manifest. So I'm going to just stop for a minute because that's the amazing manifestation, and then I'll go into part 2. The second part of my talk is about how home is where our hearts are. As spiritual beings having a human experience, our true home is in the realm of spirit. Although I physically live in my dream home, I do know that this is true. In fact, I have a little bit more to add to my Green Tree Loop story about how I found this out and felt it in my heart on deeper levels. About 3 summers later, there was a huge wildfire in our area, the Taylor Creek Fire. It was too close for comfort. We kept hearing on the news how it was spreading out of control, 0% contained. And though I tried to keep a positive attitude, we were told we were at level 1, get ready, then level 2, get set, evacuation notices. One day, I remember neighbors and Peter and I stopping our cars and looking up at the mountains very close to our homes and realizing how alarmingly close to us it was. In the nights, it was especially huge and scary to witness. Firefighters were everywhere and started bringing hoses to Green Tree Loop's houses. Oh my God. I remember trying to nap one Saturday afternoon because I felt so stressed out. And then texts and phone calls started coming in to tell us we were at level 3, get out. At that point, the fire was only half a mile up a hill from our home. We took the most essential possessions and left. Friends from this Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living let us stay at their house, dogs and cockatiels and all. They helped me set up my computer and printer. We will be grateful for the rest of our lives that they made this hard transition bearable and even fun as we got to know them better. We eventually got to go back, the fire got contained, and it felt amazing to be able to go home after all. I was very, very grateful. But what I learned from this experience, and it was a big aha to me, is that, of course, to have any peace of mind at all during this time, I had to let go of, I had to let go of thinking that we were definitely coming back to our house. We didn't know. So I really had to let that go. I remember Peter looking out at the property that day before we went and just knowing we might not come back. And realizing really that even though it was my dream home, I would be okay, we would be okay. Because when we get right down to it, I have a core family, my husband and our pets, and that is what I really care about when I get right down to it. For me, I could live in a very small place as long as it is in the forest or on the beach or somewhere in majestic nature. And if needed, I could live in a city happily too. I'd go to parks a lot. Since pondering what to say in this talk, I thought about people who have hardly any possessions and do not have a home. I know some homeless people actually choose to be homeless, and I do feel with all my heart for the ones who are not there by choice and have to bear cold weather or extreme weather and don't have enough food. I'm not saying being homeless is preferable. Yet I thought about Peace Pilgrim, who was actually homeless. Do you guys know of her? Yeah, she was from 1953 until 1981. She walked more than 25,000 miles across the United States and back again on a personal pilgrimage for peace. She only carried a toothbrush and not much more. Amazingly, she trusted she would be housed and fed along her journey, and she was. She had a lot of time to think about what is most important in life and was a very spiritual person. Here's a quote from her. Unnecessary possessions are unnecessary burdens. If you have them, you have to take care of them. There is great freedom in simplicity of living. It is those who have enough but not too much who are the happiest. She has always been one of my all-time heroes, and as I grow older and wiser, I find that I do want to live simpler and not acquire so much also. I believe that as we spiritually mature, we become more willing to release what does not serve us. Spiritually mature people are not attached to possessions, views, or opinions. We understand that peace of mind is way more valuable than being right. And most importantly, we know we are part of a bigger whole. The qualities of our mythic home lie in the heart of every human being. Unconditional love, freedom, peace, and joy are our spiritual birthright. Heroes who have been through a journey in their lives, as we all have been, begin to recognize and own their birthright, and by doing so, carry home wherever they go. Others recognize that love and acceptance and feel at home in our presence. The hero's example makes it possible for others on the journey to find home within themselves, joining in the peace and love that is always found in the oneness of God. As my talk comes to a close, let's spend a few moments meditating together. I invite you to get quiet, take some deep in and out breaths, and close your eyes if comfortable. Meditate on the feeling of being fully at home within yourself. Feel the peace and comfort in your heart and soul. Spend some time loving yourself, appreciating yourself like the people you love most dearly. Let's stay in this peaceful, loving consciousness for a minute or two. When you're ready, come back to the room and save that feeling in your heart. I absolutely know that if we can be at home in our own hearts and minds, we are right where we want to be, feeling deeply that home is where the heart is. I'm going to close with a powerful quote by Ernest Holmes. Your thought is infinite, your destiny is eternal, and your home is everlasting heaven. Thank you. So join me in prayer. I am feeling and knowing the oneness of God right here, right now. I know that it is everywhere equally present. It stretches out to the farthest reaches of the universe upon universe and is deep within each of us. It is peace and joy and love and abundance and well-being and so much more. And I know that I am one with this presence. I am one with the oneness of God, and I know each person here and each person in the Zoom room and everyone really is one with all the good of God, with the peace, the love, the joy, the beauty, the truth, the wisdom, the abundance of life. And so I speak my word for us this morning. I know and accept that home is where our hearts are. Each of us has a sacred home within that is an essential part of God. We are the light and love and peace of God, giving and receiving. I claim abundance beyond measure for each of us. We are always supplied by Spirit, and I claim prosperity for all. Any perceived lack is dissolved. We are filled up with the all good of God. And I know that love is all around us and within us. We are permeated and infused with this love. Love rules our lives, and we give and receive that love abundantly. If we feel alone, we realize that love is within our own heart, and we give out more love. We are the well-being and wholeness of spirit. Any condition not like perfect health is released, and we feel the all is well of God in our lives right now. Our healing is revealed in every way. I accept for all of us joy, creativity, divine right order, and timing in all of our affairs. I know that all is well, all is well, all is well. And with a grateful heart, I give thanks for all that I've spoken and for the truth of life. I know that every single word I spoke is already being manifest in the living, loving law of God, of mind. And I just am so thankful beyond measure. And I know that there's nothing left to do but let it go and let it be and let God. And we say together, so it is. Thanks. So it's time for our offertory. Right? Yeah.
We're just gonna sing the Karen Driver. Am I too early?
Let's say the affirmation. Whenever you want me to do that. It's weird because it's not on that screen like it always usually is. Oh, here it is. Let's say it together.
No, I cannot with God. I give this gift freely and joyously, and so it is.
Sing with me, I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so
So I want to bless this offertory, but I also decided to read an abundance and prosperity prayer that the practitioners and I wrote together. And you're welcome to always put it into your prayer time as we do every single day. We are the divine flow of abundance and prosperity. There is more than enough of this abundant flow to share freely. Grants Pass CSL is growing and flourishing, a wellspring overflowing with abundant goodness for all. From my own healthy, thriving finances and prosperous wealth, I give, share, and participate in this flow of abundance. And today, right now, I give great thanks for the givingness of each of us that contributes to this thriving center. Thank you. So it's time for the closing song. Let everybody stand. It's the peace song. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It is happening in my mind.
It's happening in my mind,
In my body.
in my body,
And in the body of my affairs.
and in the body of my affairs.
I think it.
I think it,
I feel it.
I feel it,
And I know it.
and I know it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is,
And just the way that it is not.
just the way that it is not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.